I'm Hannah Eden. I am a senior and I've been golfing for 2 years.
I'm Dalton Strode. I'm a junior and I've been golfing for about 8 years.
So the golf program here has been going on for 2 years. Am I correct with that?
Yes.
Coach Snyder's kind of been the one that got it off the ground and running. Hannah, you've been golfing for 2 years. The only 2 years you've been golfing is the 2 years on the team then?
Yes. I haven't done any other golfing than mini golf.
Okay. Between last year and this year, where can you see you've had some big improvements then?
I've been able to actually hit the ball, whereas last year the struggle is if I can actually hit the ball, and this year I can actually focus on where the ball's going to go.
Dalton, you've been golfing for 8 years then, so obviously you started as a young man to now. Bringing experience to the team, then what are you able to do to help with someone like Hannah that's new to it?
I just kind of like, I can see what is gonna like happen with the golf ball like sooner than others might be able to. Like if it's lined up in a wrong spot, I can tell like where it's gonna be able to kind of go. I'm not perfect at it, but I have a little more understanding, I would think.
So Hannah, this being your second year, what kind of equipment do you like to use?
I kind of just use whatever I have. I did get a new set of clubs this year that are a lot nicer and they're a lot easier to use than my older ones.
Well, which one's your favorite club?
Definitely my 7-iron.
I can respect that. I like a good 7-iron shot. Dalton, I'm guessing you've had equipment growing up. You've had to probably get some different equipment as you've grown.
Yeah.
What do you like using right now?
Right now, my bag mostly consists of TaylorMade clubs, and I just feel like they're the most consistent, and yeah, that's...
What kind of balls are you hitting?
I play the Pro V1 mainly, Titleist Pro V1.
Okay, Hannah, what kind of balls are you hitting?
I normally hit like hot pink Callaways, unless there's water.
And you don't want to lose it, right? Dalton, you got regionals coming up tomorrow, right?
Yep.
How you looking on that?
Oh, I mean, there's always room for improvement, I guess. Last year, played at Coyote Creek, and I placed second, so if I could do better than that this year, then that would be awesome.
And Hannah, you got regionals coming up Thursday?
Yeah.
And how is your outlook on that?
I mean, I don't think I'm going to do fantastic, but as long as I finish the day, I think I'll be good.
Hey, improve from last year, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, guys, I appreciate your time, and good luck at regionals this week.
Thank you.
Coach Snyder of the Spartan golf team there with the tee off. Coach, last year during COVID, looks like the kids came to you and wanted to get something going on, something they could play during the pandemic when a lot of sports weren't able to go, and they came to you to get to, or at least you got involved with them wanting to get the golf team started.
Yeah, it was brought to my attention that the kids were looking for something to do with COVID. Obviously with football being shut down and volleyball and cheerleading in the fall, they came up with, why can't we golf then? Because they heard other schools were going to be able to golf. So they went to the school board, and I think Dr. Dinger and mentioned, can we start a golf program? And I kind of caught wind of that and said, well, I'll coach. I mean, I love playing golf, and I know a lot of people have seen me out here golfing at Shaw Creek quite a bit. So not to say that I'm the best golf coach, but I just love to golf. So.
Well, Coach, we'll jump in the cart and we'll go see if we can find it, and we'll get that second shot and we'll continue this on.
All right, sounds good.
Nice little shot there, about 225 yards out it seemed. Was it a hybrid 3 you used?
Hybrid 4.
Hybrid 4?
Yeah.
So you started the program last year, got kids going. How, being first year that I can ever think of Bushnell having a golf program, where did your success rate lie?
Again, going into it, I kind of told them at our parent meeting and everything, you know, I don't expect us to go and win state. I think we'll be able to compete, and we did in a lot of matches. But again, in your previous interview, you heard, you know, Hannah's only played for 2 years. Dalton's played, I think, the most out of the other kids. And even this year, I have 3 or 4 kids that have never, other than putt-putt, have never swung a golf club, and that's completely different than actually getting out here and swinging a club.
How quick did those kids catch on to the game? I've played golf since a kid, and to this day, I'm still no good at it. How good were they at catching on?
When I was able to finally critique some swings and everything and try to help them, they picked up on it a lot more rapidly than you would think. So they were great listeners, and they were able to make great adjustments on the fly.
Well, Coach, let's go see if we can chip this in for Eagle and get back to the interview.
All right.
Coach, I'm gonna zoom in on that shot there real quick, just so they can. Little pitch and run came up just a bit left, but. So tomorrow you have, it'd be Wednesday the 29th, you have regionals for the boys.
Correct.
I would assume that Dalton is probably, of the guys, of the men's team, probably the favorite to move on past regionals.
Yeah, and in regionals last year, they take it was like your top 2 teams and then your top 10, and they advance to sectional. I think I heard this year they're taking top 3 teams, and I'm hoping they take top 10, which he would have a pretty good shot to make it again in that top 10. But out of the 3, he would be the one that would not necessarily have the best shot that I would think that would be able to advance. Carter's just now throwing in the 40s, which is great, and Ezra shot his best round yesterday at 52. So, I mean, they're getting right there, and they're coming on at the right time. So maybe one of those guys get lucky and can make some putts or some chips in.
Well, speaking of putts, let's go see if you can get this one in and at least salvage birdie here.
All right.
Well, we're going to finish the hole of birdie. Not bad. I mean, this is a tough par 5. I've lost many golf balls here on the north side of this hole. Coach, we appreciate you doing this, you know, to be able to come out and talk to you. I know it's at the end of the season, and you know, hopefully everything willing tomorrow, we can be able to come out next week and get you one last time before your long basketball season starts.
Yeah, I appreciate everything you guys have done and all your support. The town's been tremendous in supporting the golf program and getting the kids equipment and everything, and making us look like we're a team. And I've had tons of compliments about how the kids act and everything. So it's great, and I'm glad that I have the community behind us 100%.
Well, Coach, good luck tomorrow, and hopefully we'll see you next week.
All right, thank you.
So a little bonus round of questions here after we finished hole 3, came up to hole 9. I guess we call that a mulligan in the golf world. Yeah. Coach completely left out the fact that the girls are going Thursday for regionals. Where are they going to play, and with the girls team, what are you expecting?
So the girls are heading up to Strode. They're going to play Fire Lake. It's a tough course. I've kind of forewarned the girls. Dalton played sectionals up there last year, and he actually played it on a really cold and windy day, so he didn't shoot his best. But as far as the girls, what I'm looking for is I'm glad that they're having fun. I want them to continue to have fun. I know that we'll struggle a little bit on the course, but you know, as long as they just focus on the next shot and not focus on the last shot, it'll be a tremendous improvement for us because they're all playing pretty well right now. So,
well, Coach, I can't tell if you're actually on the green in one or on the fringe, but maybe we can break our way up there and see if we can get birdie on this one.
I think I'm on the green. I don't think I've ever done that. I can't tell you the last time I birdied this hole.
I was gonna say, try not to smile on that one as you walked back. From what I thought was on the fringe or just barely on, what'd you have there, about a 10-foot putt?
Maybe, yeah, 10, 12.
So two birdies today with the holes I was with you on. Something I just noticed here, golf etiquette wise, and it's something that you've probably had to teach some of the newer players. You didn't pull the pin.
Yeah, well, that all kind of started last year with COVID. They said that they don't want you pulling the pin because, you know, you're touching it and this and that. You kind of have the option this year. You just get accustomed to having it in. The biggest thing is to keep pace of play going. It's a new rule for golf. It used to be if you left it in and your ball hit the flag stick, and when you're putting, it was a penalty stroke. And they took that out, so try to keep pace of play moving.
I bring that up because I know, because I was thinking it, so I know someone else is going to watch this and be like, he didn't pull the pin, that's a penalty stroke. So
yeah.
Just want to make sure we covered that. Some of the girls you've said that, you know, we talked to Hannah, 2 years experience. You said that most of the other girls, either last year is their first year experience too, and some of them are this year is their first year playing all together?
Yeah, so last year Anna Curley was also on the golf team, so she's been playing for a couple years. And then Jaitlin Sickles, I think she's been playing off and on until this year where she kind of took it serious. Emma Corsi's one who's never played, and she's like, Coach, I think I'm just going to come out for golf. I'm going to try it. And I said, that's awesome. You know, and she struggles a little bit, but it's growing pains with golf. And last one, Alyssa Zerillo, I don't think she's played before this year, and again, she's improved a lot.
Looks like we got some guests over here on the second green. They've said they're going to yell 4 if they have a chance in the background. But
I'm glad we're staying away from them.
Coach, talk about some of the courses you guys have been to. I know some courses, when you get to them, seems like every course sometimes has a different set of rules for certain things. How much has that been an issue for you guys?
It's not too much of an issue. We have a coaches meeting before while the kids are out on the practice or the driving range, getting loose, on the putting green, working on their putts to get a feel of the green speed. And some places that are kind of worn down, they'll say you can play the ball up, which that means you can move the ball no closer to the hole, but you can find a good set of grass to kind of tee the ball up. Other courses we've played have said, played it down. Our course is nice, play it down, that's how you're going to have to play it at state. And so we've had experience on both. My biggest thing and trying to tell the kids and remind them is when it's played up, you want to give yourself almost like a tee, you know, so you get a better contact on the irons or woods if you got a longer shot.
Well, Coach, 2 birdies on a par 3 and a par 5. I think we better call it there before.
Yeah, I don't want to press my luck. And, you're gonna have to come out here all the time when I play now.
Just carry a camera with me and
yeah, follow me around.
Well, Coach, once again, I appreciate it, and you know, I know the people like to see the highlights since they're not able to come out. Golf's one of those sports where you can't just sit in a stand in one spot and watch it. So,
right.
You know, we'll get some highlights of regionals tomorrow, and be able to let the people at home get a taste of what you guys are doing.
Well, thanks, and thanks again for everything you guys have done and getting our highlights and stuff. Like you said, I know golf's a hard sport to follow, and if you're going to follow it, you kind of just Got to keep walking and staying in front of them and whatnot, and it's kind of tedious. It's very long. We got a couple long days ahead of us, that's for sure.
Well, Coach, good luck, and we will see you next week.
All right, thank you.